Having the right people on the team is probably the most critical. It is the most critical thing, right? You're not always going to have the right tools or processes necessarily, or especially large enterprises. They're complex, right? There's a lot of legacy systems. They buy companies, they sell companies. There's systems they inherit from those companies. They're not always cleanly integrated. I mean, I could even speak, for Rogers, coming together with Shaw, of course, one company, but there's still some backend system cleanup work that's still being done, right? And so I think this is pretty standard across a lot of companies. That's always going to exist, but having the capability to execute well, it's 100% around the people. It's a fairly technical role, a lot of the sales comp stuff, because you're working with systems, you're working with data. Some people are, I would say, like quasi programmers because they're configuring systems, right? They're manipulating data, building processes, ETL to kind of get data over and transform data and so forth. When we're hiring somebody, of course, you're looking at, do they have the technical skills? But then the other part you're looking at is, do they have the right attitude? Like, are they a person that's sort of going to roll up their sleeves, and just go ask questions and be thorough and constantly moving forward and grinding, and that problem solver approach that, and having that right attitude and bring that kind of good attitude to the team. If I had to choose, ideally it's both, but if you have to choose one, it's always the person, right? Because you can always teach the skills to a person, but you can never teach the mindset and the attitude to somebody that has the skills but doesn't have that, right? Just having that is, a game changer.